have suspended visitation for this weekend because we've got officers from those units that are now here assisting with the search. We want to make sure that we're properly staffed at those units. If anybody's planning on traveling to go see their loved one who might be incarcerated at one of our TDCJ facilities, I strongly urge that they contact the warden's office at that unit where their loved one is incarcerated to make sure that that unit's not affected. Don't make any travel plans until you talk to the warden's office at that facility. Really nothing new from what I told you this afternoon at 3 o'clock. You got any questions for me?
Have there been any potential sightings of him? We've heard
No.
residents thought maybe they saw him.
No sightings of him.
And y'all have reason to believe that the suspect is still in Centerville?
He's not in Centerville. He's out here in Leon County. Centerville's this way. Leon County's this way. As far as we know, we have every reason to believe that he's still back here in Leon County somewhere off of Highway 7. But who knows?
We heard there may have been some signs that he was staying in an abandoned trailer. Is anything pointing toward that?
Where are you getting that?
I'm not sure.
Well, if you're going to ask me a question, I got to know the source.
So we have sources. A source told us that.
Whoever told you that, I haven't been told that. That's incorrect.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
How many miles is the search area?
I'm going to give you the perimeter, and you can figure it out for yourself. It's going to be Highway 7 going westbound out of Centerville over to a town called Marquay. And then from Marquay, Highway 79 going up to Buffalo. And then Buffalo back down I-45 down here to Centerville. So it's a triangular area. I would say square mileage, maybe about 5 to 10 miles square mileage.
What message do you have for the residents of Leon County?
If you see this guy, do not attempt to take him into custody yourself. Please call 911. Let law enforcement deal with him. He is a dangerous person. He's already killed one person down in Hidalgo County back in 2005. That situation, I'm going to repeat what happened then. In 2005, he kidnapped a man and demanded a ransom from his family and told the family not to contact law enforcement officials. The family did contact law enforcement officials in Hidalgo County. He killed the man with a pickaxe. He was convicted of capital murder because it was a kidnapping / murder. So he was convicted of capital murder in that case, serving a life sentence. In 2004, prior to the pickaxe murder, he shot at a Webb County Sheriff's deputy during a traffic stop, I believe. So this guy's somebody not to be dealt with. Please let law enforcement deal with him and deal with him in the proper way. The public doesn't need to be dealing with this guy. Let us deal with him. We know how to deal with it. You know, I can't reiterate how dangerous he is, okay? Also, I want to compliment once again the heroic actions of the officers yesterday. When the incident occurred out here on Highway 7, and he commandeered the bus for about a mile, the officers shot out the rear tires of the bus to make sure it didn't get any further away. And he lost control of the bus because the rear tires had been shot out. The officers made sure that this guy didn't get any further away in the bus, along with 15 other inmates that were on the bus with him. There were a total of 16 inmates that were on this bus, along with the 2 officers. Those officers' actions are to be commended for what they did. One officer got a stab wound in the left hand, also got a puncture wound in his chest, also numerous abrasions. Non-life-threatening injuries, but it could have been a lot worse. The other officer that was in the back with the shotgun that fired the shots that knocked out the tires, he's to be commended also. Both of these officers acted very heroically to make sure that this situation didn't go a lot worse. So the last we saw of Gonzalo Lopez, he was running out across a cow pasture north of Highway 7. That's the last we saw of him, wearing a white prison outfit, white shirt, white pants. So if anybody's seen anybody that looks like this, his picture is on social media, on our website. If anybody sees anybody that looks like this, please contact 911, let law enforcement know that you've seen somebody, or if there's anything that's happened suspicious around your property, if you live in this area, please let us know. It might lead to his arrest and his apprehension.
What are search conditions like for your officers right now? Obviously, it's the heat of the day and
Yeah.
it's been over 24 hours.
Yeah, it's hot, but we're making sure that our officers are properly hydrated, getting shade, we're cycling them out, making sure that somebody doesn't get dehydrated, doesn't have a problem with heat stroke or something like that. So we've got about 300 officers that are here assisting with the search. They're lined up down Highway 7, also down Highway 79. But the conditions are not ideal. I don't understand why this always happens on the hottest day of the year, but it just seems to always happen that way. But anyhow,
Thick brush and trees.
yeah, this area, Leon County, if you're familiar with this area, it is very rural. Farms and ranches out here, hilly terrain, not forested like it is over here on the other side of I-45 as much. There are some wooded areas back in here. There's not a river anywhere, so he couldn't have gotten into a river. He may be down in a creek bed or something like that. I'm just speculating here. He might have gotten down into a creek bed or something. But as we're in drought conditions right now, so even the creek beds are pretty dried up right now.
Can you describe the restraints that he had on in the bus? Was he shackled, and how is it possible that he was able to get out of them?
That's part of our ongoing investigation. He was wearing handcuffs. He had handcuffs. He had leg restraints also. How he got out of them, we do not know.
Got out of the handcuffs and the leg restraints?
Yeah, he got up into the driver's compartment. Are you aware of what happened?
Yes.
He got up into the driver's compartment. He had nothing on his legs or on his hands when he took out across the cow pasture.
So how was he able to make it to the driver's compartment? Is there no caging or anything?
There is a door that separates the driver's compartment from the seating area where the inmates were. He was up in the front seat of the seating area. He was up there. He used some type of device. We don't know what it is right now, but some kind of sharp object, and he cut out the bottom of the door. He cut out the bottom of the door and then crawled through that door, and that's when he got into the physical altercation with Officer Smith.
As he mentioned that he is highly dangerous and emphasized on that, we have sources that confirm that he has ties to the cartel. Have you guys notified south of the border at all?
I can't go into that, sorry.
Have you guys had any tips in regards to connections with the cartel?
I can't get into that, I'm sorry.
Is it somewhat surprising he hasn't been found yet with so much manpower on the ground and in the air these more than 27, 28 hours on the run?
Yeah, it is surprising.
Do you think it sounds like this is premeditated. Do you think he picked this part of that drive?
I have no way of speculating. It's pure speculation. I have no way of knowing.
Any identifying markers, tattoos, scars?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Any identifying markers on him, like tattoos?
His pictures on the website and on our social media. I haven't been told about any tattoos or anything like that. But his picture, his face, his picture is on the website. So that's the best way to identify him right now. As well as, he may still be wearing that white prison outfit, white shirt, white pants.